Hello, in this video I'm just going to share some examples of low carb meals that I prepare for my family. Hope you enjoy. All right, for the first meal we just have a few strawberries that I cut up, and then I have an omelet which I made with some ham, eggs, and cheese and salsa. And as I've said before, this is not served just for breakfast. A meal like this may be served for lunch or even dinner. I don't lock myself into a specific time. Here is some fish that I served with salad, and for the breading for this fish, I just use almond flour. All right, for this meal, I cooked some cod fish. This was another day, and you can use almond flour, but I also, for myself, like to use pork rinds as my breading when I am frying fish. And then right here, I made this for them with some low carb bread. I'll leave the link in the description box for where I got this recipe. And of course, they had it with butter, and everyone seemed to have enjoyed it. Well, most of the people enjoyed the bread. All right, so right here I made Elijah, actually the entire family, some sloppy joes. And I use ground turkey, not necessarily my favorite. I would have preferred to use ground beef, but they didn't have any ground beef when I went to the store today. So I just grabbed the ground turkey, and this is the sauce that I use is this Primal Kitchen spicy ketchup organic, and it's unsweetened. And for 1 tablespoon, it is 2 grams of carbs. So pretty decent. We're able to keep the carb count down pretty low using this, and we'll just, instead of a bun, we're going to use lettuce. So, hey, for this meal, they had tuna salad, and it's just made with tuna, eggs, and some mayo, and they ate it with Epic brand pork rinds. And this was something that they all seemed to enjoy. As you see, one of them said, "Forget a fork, I'll just use my hands." So again, this was pretty filling and enjoyable for them. For this meal, I just made them chicken tenders using the pork rinds as a breading. Okay, so admittedly, I don't take the best food footage, and sometimes I forget and I stop them in the middle of eating saying, "Hey, can I take a quick video of what you're eating?" But anyway, this next meal, they ended up having the leftover tenders, and I just made some eggs to go with it. And they had that same ketchup that I used to make the sloppy joes. All right, for this meal, they just had some burgers with cheese, celery, and some nut butter. For this meal, they just had shrimp and sausages cooked in butter. All right, so for this meal, they just had some tacos with ground beef, sour cream, guacamole, and salsa, and lettuce. For this meal, they had some hot dogs and eggs because some days it's just like that. For this meal, I just made them a sandwich with a low-carb bread and some Applegate lunch meat along with some mayo, and I'll leave the link for this bread recipe in the description box as well. All right, so here I go again with my award-winning footage, right? I totally forgot to take a pretty picture of this until they were almost done with this. But in any case, this was a low-carb shepherd's pie, and this was a hit. Everyone really enjoyed it, and it was with ground beef, and as opposed to using potatoes, I just used cauliflower. And again, this was something that was enjoyed by everyone. All right, so here's another meal. I made them some salmon patties, and then a sauce that's made with yogurt, dill, mustard, black pepper, and salt. And then I served it with some celery and with tomatoes for those that wanted some tomatoes. All right, here is a pizza that I prepared for them with some ground meat topped with a little bit of tomato sauce, cheese, salami, and some olives. All right, the final meal that I wanted to share with you is this egg burrito, which is simply scrambled eggs with guacamole. And then I also used these egg wraps with cauliflower, and they're very low carb. But I don't know that I would actually buy them again. They didn't really hold well, and I feel like we could make something even better at home. In any case, that is all I have for you this video. I hope that you enjoyed it and were inspired in some way. All right, you be blessed.